I love how the media covers this uh, Jersey City, shooting, and this is the way they do it all the time. You see white people getting murdered, mugged, raped, and then they ask the blacks, "Do you feel safe? Do you still feel safe?" Yeah, of course they're safe. Now, of course, the blacks that they interview, they want them to say something like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm very worried." But in the Jersey City terrorist case, those black Israelites, they were after white people, and they were after, in this case, Jews. But blacks, they're racist against uh, all white people, whether Jews or not. They don't give a shit. They don't give a damn whether they're Jews or not. They just want to murder all white people. And and then you got this media people. They always go, they interview those blacks. Do you feel safe now? Your children safe? Are you? Can you take your children back to school? Do you feel safe that they're gonna be? Yeah, you should be. They could be. Yeah, they could have been like a gun battle between those black Israelites and the black. They could have just walked on the sidewalk without having to worry about those blacks killing them because they were not after the blacks. And the same thing happened when you see this girl now, this Tessa Major, this white girl that was murdered uh, near Columbia University, and they asked the blacks there, "Do you feel safe?" "Yeah, you should feel safe. You're black." The black criminals, they don't go after other blacks, they go after white people. Now they brutalized, murder, slaughter this 18-year-old girl, right? And it's like page six of the newspaper. It's like in the middle of the news. They're going to cover it for like about 2 days, maybe, and then it's all over. I mean, we never heard the end of Michael Brown, a thug that was trying to kill a cop. We never heard the ending of Trayvon Martin, who was trying to kill this half-white Peruvian guy, George Zimmerman. We never heard the end. They're still talking about it. They're talking about police brutality. You have this policeman who get paid like $40,000 a year, and they have to deal with these blacks that every time they say stop, blacks take off, or they come back with guns and start shooting at cops, or they slaughter cops back left and right. And the cops are the bad guys. The cops are the bad guys. And or they, of course, this white liberal, they delete my videos, like this videos. When I tell the truth, they don't like that. They don't like that. Oh, you're telling the truth. We want you to say something about white racism. White racism. What white racism? Blacks commit practically all racially motivated crimes. In a city like New York, for instance, it's over 90% of all racially motivated crimes against whites, against gays, against women, against Muslims, against Hispanics, against Asians, are all committed by blacks. And then, white racism. Remember slavery 300 years ago? Yeah. Blacks more than made up for the lynching. I mean, there were no more than 1,800 lynching in the history of America. Blacks kill nearly 3,000 white people. And by the way, that number is going up. Blacks kill over 3,000 white people in this country every year. There were no more than 1,800. For the idiots who cannot do math, that's 1,800 since 1865 until the last lynching of 1922. And they're still talking about that. But blacks have made up for that like a 1,000 million times over. The lynching, the white racism, right?